Hello everyone. Tonight I thought all day what I wanted for supper, and I'm going to make something that might be a little weird to you all, but let me turn the stove on. I didn't need a great big pan, so I got this one out, little copper kettle there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some butter in this kettle. Got this all tore up here, needing to be used. That there. I'll put the butter in the kettle. I'm going to make me some old-fashioned stewed tomatoes. And this, I canned these August the 20th of 24. These are Roma tomatoes that I canned. And Dan made some homemade bread for Dan and Pam's, and it's kind of needing something done to it because we couldn't eat it all. It was a 2-pound loaf. So, let me get that melted. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Starting to melt real good. Now, I'm going to take these. I got these at Dollar Tree. I like to have them in the freezer for when I need them, because I don't chop up onions all the time. Celery. These are onion, celery, red and green, bell pepper, and parsley. So I'm going to go ahead and saute these. Some of them. Give it that flavor. Okay, that's probably enough for that much. I'll just take and put these in a bag and put them in the freezer for next time. But I like to keep peppers and stuff off season in the freezer, so we can just have it when I want to spice up things a little bit. So we're going to saute these, which is already smelling very good. And I've got some spices and stuff here I'm going to use, but I want to get these sauteed down good. So we'll let them saute. Cooking the water out of them vegetables that I just put in there. We don't want that in there. We want it all to cook down. Because they produce a lot of water where they've been frozen. I think this will be my dinner. Boy, I've been wanting some spaghetti really bad, but I think I'm going to do this since we have the bread, and I've got plenty of tomatoes that I can. And then later we'll have macaroni and tomatoes. I've been talking about it. We'll do it while he's home, while we're both sitting down and eating together. What I meant was when he's here in the kitchen to help me. Not when he's home, but when he's here in the kitchen to help me. A lot of times he's working outside. I think that's cooking down pretty good. Give you a look-see here. I don't want to burn my hand. They're cooking up good. Smell good. Smell very good. Dan and Pam's Kitchen. Pam's Pantry, but it's Dan and Pam's Kitchen. If you see this, like and subscribe, share. So we're just going to call this old-fashioned stewed tomatoes. You make your own. And I used to can stewed. This year I didn't. I done straight Roma's. Tomatoes, paste tomatoes. And that's what I did. And next year I'll probably make some stewed tomatoes canned. That way it'll already be done. Now, let's turn that down a little bit since it's cooked up good. Let's see, it's cooked up pretty good. We'll just let it keep going while I put the spices in. Now, into this, I want to, I didn't open this. You know, I hate that when people have to open their stuff while they're doing this. And look at me. I'm doing it. I forgot that I did not open it at all because it has to go in the refrigerator afterwards. I'm going to put a little bit of roasted garlic in this, just a little bit. About, see, that's a 1 tablespoon, about a 3/4 of a teaspoon. I don't want to put a whole lot in. A lot of people like garlic. I do, but this is roasted garlic and it's pretty strong. Put that in. And then I'm going to put a little bit of basil into this, probably the same, about about a 1/2 teaspoon. That's all. And then I'm going to put some tomato bouillon chicken. The tomatoes, what I'm after. Put that in there. Smells good. Give that a little extra flavor. Put in some onion powder. And usually when they made this, they didn't add all these seasonings. They just made the tomatoes and done it that way. This is onion seasoning, which is like an onion soup seasoning. I get it on Amazon. Put a little bit of that in there. And just a little bit of beef bouillon. About a 1/2 teaspoon. Because we're not doing a whole pot of this stuff. Okay, let's put this back here. We got that. And let's give this a good stir. Get that on the bottom of the pan all worked up. So you can see this is all cooked in up together, which makes it like a little bit of a caramelization on that. Now let's open the Roma tomatoes I can. Hear that seal? Hear that? Smell? Yummy, yummy. Okay, we're going to put these in here now. I do Roma tomatoes because they are meaty and less seeds, especially the Amish paste. So we're going to put that in there. Boy, that's big tomatoes. I cut them up pretty big. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. Who wants just juice? We'll let this cook in here a while. Okay, I'm stirring it up real good. I thought you had you on pause. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to take a couple pieces of this bread and put it in this little bowl. Show you how I'm going to eat it. But this is going to be a trial run to see how good these taste together, if they need to cook more or not. Put this over here. Put that over your bread. Get some juice. Put that over your bread. Okay. I'm going to let that cook on low while we try this. Okay, this is what we have here. That's still cooking on low, and if this tastes all right, I'll go ahead and eat. But if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to let it cook and maybe tweak a little bit of the spices, because this is just what I put in this time. There's your hunk of bread. You're just going to break it up in there. That tomato juice ought to take care of it, the tomato juices of the tomatoes. I think they just, you know, when I ate it the first time, they had just put the tomatoes in there and a tad bit of sugar, salt, pepper, and then took their old homemade buns or bread and threw it in there and ate it that way. So we'll see how this tastes. I'm pretty sure it's going to taste pretty good. You'll know by my face. Huh, Fiona? Remember the day I ate the sweet pepper, thinking it was a sweet pepper, and it was a hot pepper on that little tree? The bread's staying pretty solid. Smells good. So I like that the bread is staying pretty solid. It's not getting real soggy. Probably get, if you don't make bread like Dan does, you could probably go down there at Walmart or Kroger's or somewhere and get some day old unsliced bread. Use it. Sorry about smacking my lips. Let me see. I got more bread than... It tastes good. It's not real sweet. The kind I'm used to is a little sweeter. But remember, we got all these spices in here. There you go. Now, it still needs to be a little bit sweeter, though. Really, I'm used to it being a little bit sweeter. Put a little bit of sprinkle some sugar in that, because it takes that strong tomato taste and does something with it. So we'll see with the little sugar. This is just my test bowl. It's very good and very strong, like stewed tomatoes. See how that bread soaks up that? I suppose crackers would too if you wanted to use crackers, but I want to use this bread up. It's just a good, really old-fashioned way of eating. And since we did green beans and tomatoes and corn, made our own sauerkraut, soups, a little bit of soups. This is the way to go. You just go in, you got your bread machine there, or make them with your hands. And usually I make it with my hands because gluten loves hands. And but we got the bread machine out, So just take a little bit of, you know, time. A lot of people don't have time. They can't take time to do things. And I like to go at my own pace and take my time because I seemed like I was in a hurry all my life. And now have a good old-fashioned bowl of home canned tomatoes and peppers and onions and stew them and then let it soak in there. I like it. It tastes very good. I don't want to burn my tongue. I don't mind people watching me eat good food that I cook or can. I watch you all, a lot of you, and when I watch you, it makes me hungry for what you're cooking. And a lot of times I cook and people say, now I got to make some. Well, it's like advertisement. Someone advertises something and we think we got to have it. So this is what I'm having. That bread, that homemade bread is holding its own. It's not getting real soggy. It's just soaking up that goodness. That is delicious. To me it is. I like meals like this, you know. It's opening up my sinuses. I'd rather have a meal like this than go buy a hamburger or something like that. This has no meat in it. I will not use meat, the ground chuck, until I make the macaroni, tomatoes, and hamburger. That's another old meal everybody likes. This is very good. It turned out good. I like that stewed tomato taste with them little peppers and onions and celeries and that stuff that's in it. It's got onion, celery, red and green bell peppers, and parsley. And these are only like $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. You just saute them until they get all the water out of them, and then put your spices in them, and it makes it taste real good. So that's my sample bowl, and I've eaten it all. So I don't think it needs anything else but a little tad bit of sugar. You can leave your sugar out, but it does something to that tomato taste. And if you got monk sugar or something like that, put that in there. Big old chunk of tomato. That is really tasty. I give it an A+. A+. So that's what it's all about. That's what them tomatoes is all about. I hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe. I hate to say that, but I hear other people say it. And look at some of our things we made. Pam and Dan's Kitchen. Pam's Pantry. Anyway, God bless you all. I love you, and I'll keep you in my prayers. Until the next time, I'll see you later. If you see this, Dan, I love you. Usually he watches it later. Anyway, God bless you.